Welcome back to Everyday Stoic. Today's lesson is about a short Stoic phrase which will help add meaning and a spark of energy into your daily life. That phrase is AMOR FATI, which means the love of one's fate. Let's get into it.
AMOR FATI. AMOR FATI is a Latin phrase that can be translated as love of fate or love of one's fate. In Stoic philosophy, the phrase is used to describe the mindset that you take when making the best out of anything that happens. Every single moment you face, no matter how difficult or challenging, must be embraced and not avoided. Change is a big part of our lives, losses and growth. However good or bad, change is necessary. The Earth has made it through billions of years of constant change. This particular change has brought us right up to this particular moment. The concept of AMOR FATI has been linked to Epictetus and the writings of Marcus Aurelius. Epictetus, a crippled slave and then philosopher, who had faced adversity after adversity, said, "Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them. Rather, wish that what happens happen the way it happens. Then you will be happy." Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote about fate in his journal Meditations. Frightened of change? But what can exist without it? What's closer to nature's heart? Can you take a hot bath and leave the firewood as it was? Eat food without transforming it? Can any vital process take place without something being changed? Can't you see? It's just the same with you and just as vital to nature. Even in the 19th century, French philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche explained that his formula for greatness in a human being is AMOR FATI, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity, not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it. All idealism is mendacity in the face of what is necessary, but love it. It was Nietzsche who coined the phrase AMOR FATI. However, these words heavily relate to the beliefs previously laid out by the Stoics. By resisting, hating, or complaining about your fate, you are resisting the conditions that have given you a life, the conditions that have given you the opportunity to grow. Harnessing fate and making it into something positive opens even more doors in the future. How can we use AMOR FATI as a tool? How can we implement it in our everyday lives? Viktor Frankl, an Auschwitz survivor, spoke of this simple philosophy that he credited for helping him survive the hardship he faced. You cannot control what happens to you in life, but you can always control what you will feel and do about what happens to you, Frankl wrote. With AMOR FATI, we change how we perceive what has happened to us. If we struggled, what opportunity has that given us to grow? Did we experience loss? How has that taught us to appreciate what we already have? Did we lose our job? What doors have now opened that were previously closed? This philosophy all comes down to the concept of control, a strong focus of the Stoics. No, we can't always control what life throws at us, but we can control how we process this change. We get nowhere by walking around with negativity. Negativity cannot change the past. However, optimistic outlooks improve how we live right now. Here's 3 ways to apply AMOR FATI into our lives. Number 1, reminding yourself that denial and complaining are the enemy. The act of shying away from reality is often employed by many of us. complaining just wastes energy. This energy could be used towards an effective solution instead. For example, say you've got a cold and you're poorly in bed. Don't waste time complaining, and don't kid yourself by saying you'll go out tomorrow. Instead, embrace this healing time to catch up on reading, to take a break from everyday life, to meditate, work on your writing, etc. By doing this, we're switching our mindset. We're trying to let in the light when we are faced with a dark situation, constantly trying to become the best version of yourself you can possibly be. Number 2, looking forward to the future. When we're in the moment, small problems can feel like the end of the world. When we have these feelings, we should take a second and think realistically about the future and realize that things are not that bad. Put into perspective the things you've experienced. Think about how they will fit into the bigger picture. This individual thing that seems like the end of the world will eventually become a self-deprecating joke or an epic story of triumph. The challenges you face now make your story more exciting in the future. Love your mistakes. Number 3, treat life as a game. When you're playing a video game, you never hope that there will be no challenges. You're constantly looking to be tested. Welcome the challenges of life as acts of improvement, opportunities to move forward. Life is a game. We try and fail, so we try again. Games can be fun, frustrating at times, but still fun. By looking at life from this perspective, we learn to see the bigger picture, just like the Stoics. Life functions in the same way, but only if we welcome its obstacles. AMOR FATI is an amazing concept that consumes everything we do in life. Take the big picture into perspective, because you are truly stronger than you think. When you wake up tomorrow, you may be tired. You may not feel ready for the challenges ahead, but remind yourself, AMOR FATI. Don't complain. Flash forward to the future and embrace the game.
Wow, that was quite a good lesson. That was a lot of knowledge. If you want to look into further reading material, then check the description where you'll find a link for the Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, which is my personal favorite book. And if you would like to support the channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you would like to see more, then go over to Instagram where we do daily memes, affirmations, Q&As and quotes. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a blessed and stoked day.